Welcome back, everyone. With Blizz extending maintenance on server work this AM, decided to jump back in my Valheim HC toon. For those of you not familiar, I do pop in here occasionally. Let's go ahead and I'll show you real quick. This is what I've been running with, and so essentially, it's not hardcore. Flag. It said this is fully custom, and that's because I prefer the experience that includes map usage, which hardcore removes the map. Other than that, I have everything up as you'd expect from an HC experience. I still don't want to die. I lose all my crap, that kind of stuff. But I just wanted a map. I like, and I'll show you when I get in here. Part of what I enjoy about Valheim is actually the little things rather, and as simple as marking my map with little, with little things. Here's some blueberries and whatnot. I get enjoyment out of it, and I don't want to take that from the gameplay. So that's that. And here's what I mean. As you might probably guess here by looking. And so raspberries and mushrooms. So TR, the treasure. Some things need to be cleaned up. I use that symbol for copper or for metal in general. Yeah, I mean, you get the method. But I like to mark stuff, and that's part of my enjoyment when I do so I've decided to keep doing that. Apparently I didn't put TR on there. I'm assuming that's what's probably here, so I can actually remove that and be like that. Hopefully that's what happened there. I'll find out someday when I go over there. Other than that, the last couple times I've popped in here, I've actually, let's see. While I'm thinking about it, let's put my cam over there. There we go. I think that's probably a better spot for Valheim. All right. Last couple times I've popped in, I've probably done a similar thing. Like, hey, this was my HC world. Essentially set up a safe area. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. I actually changed my keybind. Let me do that real quick here. So my other keyboard, I started noticing weird things. Reset that. I think that's going to be appropriate. I don't think I have anything else custom. Yeah. My old keyboard, the shift was slowly going out. Some games would work fine. Valheim was one of the first ones to show that my shift key no longer worked. Specifically, where you need to shift, run, and jump. I could actually run, I think was the problem, but I couldn't shift and hit spacebar at the same time. So this better work. But yeah. Must be an event going on right now, huh? So the last thing I had, I was testing to see, just a quick little build here, using doors, since they can't climb over these. But the test was kind of a failure in the regard that, for whatever reason, the enemy is still targeted, or enjoyed targeting those particular items. But yeah, I think what I had here was essentially a door bridge, which I'm not sure I even had enough. That's good enough. Don't want to mess around with that right now. Really, it's get my hands, get my fingers working for Valheim again. The reality is I realize this is a secondary game for me right now, but that's only because I've really been invested in my WoW classic TBC Shaman. I've had a lot of fun playing it. Eventually, it's gonna go nighttime, or as of course, let's go sleep through that. What I'd like to do is set up a mining camp. I know I had previously decided that I was skipping the Bronze Age. For the most part, skipping. Can't sleep at this time. Oh, the fog rolling in? I thought it was going nighttime. Apparently I was wrong. I did pick up turnips. What do I have going on here for food? Have I not started? I think I've actually just started the turnip farm. That's all I've done. I haven't even invested time in planting. Okay, yeah, but basically been using these boxes. Oh, how do you control click? I know. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of farming, I guess. Probably be the first thing I'll do here. I haven't replanted my carrots for some time. The reality is with my boar farm as it is, and of course I am playing solo, my needs for food is never, it never adds up for having good farms set up. I do have the 2-star boars I managed to get. I do only have just normal wolves, which I don't really have a problem with for the resources. I got enough boar meat to go around. I don't feel the need to go out and get 2-star wolves at this current junction. I want to walk on this. It's one of the things that I realized pretty quick. There's different ways to make life easier. Now, if you don't know, you want to walk when you're planting. It makes it easier to get good spacing. This is, of course, all my opinion, but something I've always done, and I think it's kind of a common thing now. Unless you're just that good, it just makes life easier to walk. All I've done here, I've worked to get the highest level of troll gear. Hey, welcome. Just replant my turnips here. Frankly, haven't been in Valheim for a little bit of time here. Happy Tuesday. You haven't popped in before. I spent quite a bit of time over in WoW. And typically when they're in maintenance, I work on my HC toon here in Valheim. and this is just a little sanctuary. You a Valheim player? I have not spent as much. Both technically, but right now classic. Um, I joined a bunch of friends that decided to make the switch from hardcore classic um, and went over to TBC. Unfortunately, um, most at this point have because we did actually try going to hardcore right into TBC, and a lot of them died, and then decided to re-roll over, um, different faction. I think most of them actually went back to Horde because had chose to try hardcore and Alliance, and I still have a 49 Pally over there that I pop in occasionally to work on during rested. But okay, yeah, yeah. My better half, her and I actually played retail a lot together, and I played well before her and I ever got together. But yeah, WoW's a great game. If you've played Valheim though, yeah, I have tunes at this point. I think I still have majority Horde at this point, but yeah, um, I enjoy playing different classes. Different leveling experience. It's gonna go nighttime here. It kind of looks like it might go nighttime. See if I can't sleep. There we go. Definitely on the rusty side when it comes to Valheim. And right now, it's been a solo journey. I've essentially did a new world, and have only done troll gear. I plan on skipping Bronze Age. At this point, I've only done the first boss just to mitigate any kind of extra damage in the HC world. Let's just say it's a casual HC world at this point. um, but yeah, I played Valheim a ton on release. In fact, my veteran half and I did. Um, but uh, but yeah, two kids, work, all that stuff. We eventually had to stop for a bit, and at this point now it's been what, two or three releases um, since she's been in here with me. But yeah, shoot, I logged in the other day and had my first bear encounter, which was actually kind of scary. Um, if you've played Valheim, then yeah, you've probably experienced a bear and all that kind of stuff. I was like, oh my goodness, this is I didn't know how much damage he was going to do. I don't even know where I store all my stuff anymore. It's just kind of horrible. So basically, this is just a little a cube, if you will, where I have. Oh my god! I'm in Georgia, and I've been down in Georgia for 3 to 4 years at this point. How about yourself? Got something going on here. What is? Am I missing a boar? That guy looks like by himself there. It's a double farm here. Oh no. Okay. It would appear, not that it really matters. I somehow, yeah, no doubt. When we moved down here, I'm actually from Washington State originally, like my entire life in Washington State. Just the southern. Oh yeah, I can only say I've spent 3 hours in Texas. Drive-through time, a couple different drive-through times, but yeah, I haven't experienced Texas. But yeah, the South so far. No, not while living here. I can't say no entirely, but when I was younger, I did an East Coast trip, East Coast U.S. trip, I should say. And traveled up and went and seen the sights. But yeah, I the southern experience has been great. Um, the I'm not sure what the climate and whatnot's like down in Texas, but at least here, my green thumb has really been coming out. I got a bunch of fruit trees, all that kind of stuff I work on. Frankly, when it comes to gaming, there's things I should consider doing. I'm gonna toss those in there right now. Like going out and going out and remulching my trees, probably something I might want to do, but looks like I need some food. But yeah, there's always something. Always something to be done. It's kind of sad that I don't even remember any of these recipes. Oh my gosh, what did I... Oh, I planted that spice rack right in my way. Or I placed that spice rack there. Okay. Might have to move that. What am I gonna make? I think I was working towards making turnip stew as my next upgrade. What do we have down here? I started working on storage down here. I think it was the last thing I did. My goal, the reality is, I enjoy chatting with folks, and I'm out in the sticks. Not really, too much sticks, but I work remotely. I don't leave the house very much anymore. I don't even talk to people at work, really. So it's kind of a social, branch, if you will, for me. Yeah, I could be talkative. Um, it's not the norm. I give you that. My better half would say, "You're not talkative." Yeah, I'm not. I'm not all that talkative, but at least right now, I am. Yeah, as I've gotten older, maybe that's a common thing, but as I've gotten older, I'm definitely not as social. Uh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I honestly, that's you think you'd have a goal after at least a few months. At this point, I've been on here. Look at that. This farm is overloaded. Popping guys out here. But yeah, you'd think I'd have a straight goal. I've been posting materials up on YouTube. Um, it's kind of interesting to see what. Cool. I appreciate that. I like posting videos too. Maybe lately I've been posting much larger clips and less views that way. It's just kind of a time thing, really. Um, but yeah, it's interesting to see how people feel about just content in general. It's such a different thing for me. I'm actually in IT, so like the technical side of things um, wasn't much of anything. But yes, shorts. I have been failing miserably with getting new shorts up. Maybe I'm too picky. You know, all my shorts have been like were instances where I actually felt like it was something. It was pretty awesome. Yeah, IT is it's changing drastically, and AI definitely has a part in that. And there's a lot of companies, frankly, that even are letting people go and replacing them with AI, and then they're finding out that's a bad choice. But yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel free to pop in. I like to BS. Um, you can tell, I guess. Uh, but yeah, I'm pretty stable when it comes to streaming. Um, 8:30. I try to get on by 8:30 at the latest. And I keep my stream schedule up to date for the most part. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time and off by 2:30. Weekends, I try to do what I call some late night pushes because the reality is the weekends, I'm my kids, my better half, we're all doing stuff together, and so I'm not streaming. Um, but yeah, and then of course the evenings, I have all the family time and whatnot. I need to be focusing on, but I pop in randomly um, to to maybe do a little bit more leveling or do some quests that I really, 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 really wanted to get done. That kind of stuff. Um, it's funny. I haven't even accomplished anything in here, and I'm fine with that. Uh, the reality is relearning this game is kind of a thing right for me right now. Look at that. I was even short on that throw. I pretty much do that, unfortunately, every time I log in here. It's kind of like relearn the game experience a little bit. But this spot that I've chosen, so right here we have meadows, and we got some black forest stuff here, swamp. This has been really great for an experience, especially with hardcore. Finding out how hard like the ghost or they're not called ghosts, how hard they hit, or even these guys with the bows. Their standard damage is very high with the highest setting. But yeah, the other day I popped in here and I ran over here. um, and there was a bear, and that was my first experience. But yeah, oh my, look at that! Are you kidding? So they must spawn here, or spawn in a reasonably similar vicinity. There's one right there. I should kill that thing. What do you? Just curious. What do you feel should be added to my Twitch profile? It's very basic. I get that. Um, it's definitely a very basic profile setup. Just curious though. Oh my gosh, horrible. Oh, as far as my Twitch profile as far as like what I'd like to do with it. I have to be, hey, welcome. You have to be a certain level with Twitch before you can post videos, which is unfortunate. Because I would like to have some, at least some a little bit of content for folks to see. Hey, that's going all right. I popped into this tune after a very long time. Um, Generally with the Blizzard maintenance, I pop in here and playing it careful. This is an HC tune, and this is actually a one-star bear who decided to spawn near my place. I need to go eat another piece of food here, don't I? Where that guy went. But yeah, no, you're right. I should take a look at my Twitch profile and do some customizations. Definitely very basic setup for sure. This guy does not want to come over to my wall. I think he knows I'm just kind of setting him up for the kill, right? Or is that there's part of their AI is a little better now? Come down here, dude. I want you to be somewhere where you don't kill me. Yeah, he is not going to come down here. For sure, toss it at me. Where in the world did this guy go? Hello. Well, so this tune here, being HC, and I only pop in here when Blizzard, and this I'm talking WoW specifically, is in maintenance. I pop in here and I'm rusty, basically like I've forgotten the game a little bit. I've spent quite a few hours in here before, but I get a little more human in my summary there. That's a good idea. There's actually one of my buddies who suggested using AI to generate something that gives more of, what I like, and it is true, at least to me. It talks about Valheim. It talks about a little bit about Ark. I play a lot of survival games. And actually, really, my better half would say that's about all you play. But now I play builder games too. Satisfactory being one that I also like to pop into occasionally. And of course, Minecraft. Oh yeah, I'll add you in Discord for sure. Oh jeez, look at that. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I just walked off there. I should have. I only had 5 health. Um, that's what happens when you don't play the game very often. New world. Now, you lose your stuff essentially in hardcore. So all my troll gear is gone. Nah, you're fine. You're fine. I don't mind it at all. Um, the one thing that I typically do is keep an offset, which I don't even. I mean, look at this. Ooh, I got a cape. I didn't even have an offset made, but yeah, I don't sweat it. It's pretty easy to farm trolls at least. Here, let me add you real quick. so I don't lose you in the chat world here. All right, I sent you a request there. I swear. Oh, you know what? I'm being foolish. I recently started, when I popped in here last, I did actually start setting up a storage area down here. Not that I labeled anything. And put all my junk down here. I'm not sure I have anything extra. I should at least have, you know, like my old leather stuff, probably. I'll just make a few of these here. That's good enough. Just don't want to walk around with nothing. The question is where in the world? See, I did this probably real quick one day and didn't label. Okay, I see what I was doing. Stone, wood over this side, probably general mats over here. Cool, I'll check that out for sure. What I really want, I just started collecting this. What I really want is where in the heck I put all my deer stuff. All right, no biggie. Go back to the beginning of time here. So this is my first like chunk. I actually set up some walls and whatever on this is the starter island. But look at that. Those are legit. I'll have to take a closer look at those later. Those are sweet, dude. Yeah, I'm sure I have. Oh, that'll. I saw that for a second. There we go. Take that. How much I actually need. I'm shocked, honestly, that I. Oh, that'd be nice. We'll take that. Huh. I don't actually have that much more to bring over. I think I started to bring stuff over to try and get it all in one spot, but what a mess, to be honest. So, my organization has always been, mediocre. My better half, though, she is all over that. That's the one thing about my solo journey is I've noticed pretty quick that I don't have her to clean up my mess, really. I'm just gonna eat some honey right now. Better than nothing. I would imagine I have more of this somewhere, but you know. I don't know what I did with my old stuff. Need to have at least have something on here. And let's see. Just bones for all the next stuff. I'm sure I have some somewhere. Speaking of coffee, yeah, colder and cold, I imagine. Yeah, that's cold. Let's do a couple of these. Let's see. Do I have enough? 10. Ooh. wonder if I can find more somewhere. Hopefully have more. I'm gonna go ahead and give us the best start we can before I farm some trolls up the next round. Okay. Yeah, let's see here. I should just pay attention to the fact that it says empty. I need to go get some more gold. Gonna rebuy that belt. So. Never mind the fact that my skills are, your skills get reset too. All right. Gonna dump this stuff. The next thing we're gonna need though is, gotta have the good old flint. Flint and leather. I'm shocked. Well, you know what, actually, maybe it's time. I was actually going to transition to some bronze stuff. Let's make some bronze bars here. More copper. Dang. Not much. Don't think that's going to be enough to really accomplish what we want. I think we're going to have to suck it up and make the axe. We'll use that as our weapon. And so we can get our birch trees with a little, a little ease. Okay, just need some wood. Lordy, this is what happens. Not set up organized here. I've got these random boxes I tossed over here to. Oh goodness. We don't have any. Okay. No bueno. No method to the madness. Oh, what's that here? I'll stick with the honey for now. It's fine. It's a nice thing about these types of bases is that I could just chill in here, no one can get me. Oh, I could go for that dang sword though. No. We need to be able to cut some trees down quick like and not have to worry about it. Okay. And then, don't want the tower. Just want a little buckler. Garbage. That's all right. It's kind of a... It's not all bad, actually, that I died, because it's, it gives you a little refresher course. Just the starter gameplay. Alright, so now at least I can, chop trees down efficiently and still be able to fight. What I generally would do is get a flint, a spear, like right away. Seen as, clearly I was in mid reorganization, if you will. Give myself the benefit of the doubt. Okay, let's take these in. All right, at least get myself something to be able to throw at someone. That's why I like the spear so much. Hey, welcome back. Just getting some new gear made up here, seeing as I was clearly in some sort of reorganization the last time I played. I got stuff everywhere. It's kind of horrible, actually. I could toss a spear at somebody. I didn't get the last upgrade on there. It's okay. We'll wait. I'll wait for it to go. Actually, you know what? Don't mind doing a little run around. Need to get some skill points up anyways. Should probably figure out what food I want to eat real quick though. It's hard to tell how much, I'm sure there's a stat somewhere, how long I've actually been on this toon. So I'd only log in, I'd go do, a couple things here and there. Let's get rid of these guys. Guys are a little busy. I don't see any pups in here. Oh yeah, let me do that. How long have you been working on this stuff? I really like how the feel of these designs. Okay. Yeah, no doubt I like those. Um, it tells me one big thing is that I need to do a serious overhaul on mine. I know. for sure. The only real downer though is that I'm I'm too indecisive. If that's the best way to put it, I think. How long have you been doing that stuff? You know what? I think it might be a good time to do a flop over here. I'm gonna check out how this looks for a blizzard here.